Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from our comfy couch here on the Outskirts Internet. This is the Gaming Saloon Reviews for January 26th, or February 26th, 2023, with your host, Beastmaker2448, and Wrap It Up Salon.
We time traveled.
Yep, just like sponsors and geeks, we've time traveled into the past by like a month.
Well, I mean, we time traveled to various time periods to, screw with the world.
Yep. And cause time paradoxes, probably.
I mean, if they haven't so far, then they will now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Also,
So it's more...
yeah, that was a half episode this week.
Yep. At least it is a clip show that is in the context of the series of our cast watching it as the DGP are like, we're sorry about what happened. Let's recap things as we stall for time. And then Barbara just hacks into be like, by the way, I'm starting my own Grand Prix. That is the Yamato Grand Prix, where the Yamato are the players. And they get their desires if they murder the guy with the belt we need. Which I saw a tweet that brought up a very valid point of, what is your plan? Because I'm pretty sure you can't kill this guy. None of you are strong enough to even touch him.
Yeah.
So, like, what's your plan?
I mean, the plan is yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it is, it's more Armada this week. Hooray. It's progress. It's progression on Armada this week. 33 episodes in.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of took it long enough.
Also, somebody dies this week. Kind of.
Someone dies and gets brought back.
I don't think they technically died in the episode. I think they just sort of went to sleep and, we gotta fix them real quick, and then fix them in an episode. And then they came back, and I think they technically come back as a new person.
Uh-huh.
I was about to say, they spoilers, Smokescreen dies, and it comes back as Hoist, because reasons.
I know. He's still Smokescreen. Kind of.
Oh, I was about... I know it's still Smokescreen personality-wise, but I believe his name is now Hoist. I don't know if they ever said it in those 3 episodes. I just know he's Hoist now because that was the name on the toy.
Yeah, they never said it.
Fantastic. It's not like Tidal Wave got the wrong name said like twice in the span of these 4 episodes, because they called him Shockwave, I think, twice, which is accurate in Japan, because I believe his name is Shockwave in Japan. Armada is dumb. Very, very dumb, and I tolerate its existence at this point. But before we talk Armada for however long it takes, any thoughts on Geats this week?
Not really, outside of the fact of, all of our sponsors are kind of jerks.
Kinda, yeah. I think Jin is kind of the nicest one of the bunch.
Yes, because he wanted to sponsor Ace after Ace decided to take none of what the Yamato was giving.
Yep.
And kind of seeing a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
Even he's still a dick.
Yeah.
You're gonna let a man possibly kill himself, and then be like, "I want that guy."
I like the cut of his jib. I want to be just like him. Also, we technically see the canonical first transformation of Ace. And he doesn't seem that old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not a lie, I would think. So if that's the case, has he just been hopscotching through time periods with the DGP? Is that what it is? That might be why they are explaining the time travel part.
Probably.
Also, how do you like the looks of our other two sponsors?
Oh,
And
our
context
CGI
division.
frog and CGI lion?
Yes.
Meh.
What, you don't like the reappearance, the repainted and reused, the one frog from Shinobi and Chimera from Wizard?
No.
Fair.
No,
I just find it
because
funny.
the bad thing is all 3 CGIs are repaints. We didn't even get one unique.
I love how much they are repaints. It's just like Toei is taking the next step, and it's just like, yeah, we repaint and reuse costumes all the time. Now we gotta repaint and reuse CGI assets.
Yeah. Yeah, why?
Watch it? Question mark?
So we can blow the entire budget on Saber in like the first 5 episodes. But we can't spend a little bit of money to make at least one of these unique?
No, because that budget's going to go to King Oger, because King Oger is doing a whole lot of green screen bullshit.
Then it needs to have its own budget.
It does! It just got its budget increase, and because of balances, it took some from Geeks. I guess. I don't know.
I don't even. And that's the problem.
Yeah. I just find it funny that Jin, the only one that feels like he actually legitimately gives a shit about the person he's sponsoring, is the only one who's an actual human being as a writer. The rest of them, who probably don't give a shit about their writers, are in fact just giant CGI monstrosities.
You know, looking at it that way, that yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the episode. Also, Ace just is like, well, I'm gonna go fight the Yamato, even though I have nothing to gain for this. And literally, as Kayla and Neon come join him, he's like, why the fuck are you guys doing this? We're not getting anything out of this. There is no DGP to win, and both of them give the correct answer of, yeah, but that's beside the point. People are in danger. We have to protect them.
Which just gave us our rider team.
Pretty much.
And why do I get the feeling that Mr. Producer is going to try to spin that into they all 3 get a desire by the end of this?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
That or Mr. Producer does something really dick move and that causes, you know, our writers to have to fight him and the other staff.
Yeah.
Because one of the two is going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting on Sumeri to be like, fuck this shit, I'm out, I quit. Because she had the telling line of just like, I believe in our writers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, It feels like you're the only decent human being on the staff at the moment. Maybe.
And using human being has a question mark at the end of it because we honestly have no clue.
Yeah, they could be fucking aliens for all we know. Granted, I also saw the question of what if they're from the future is a lie? Because we cut away from Babora telling Buffa and Nudge Sparrow that, but 5 minutes later we find that out via Geets finding it out.
Mm-hmm.
Which maybe is the suggestion, because the suggestion that person had was that in actuality, everyone's in a simulation and none of our writers are actually real people. Like, that's the real truth, is that this is all just one giant simulation. The only real people are like the sponsors and the staff. All the writers are just fake people. They don't exist. The DGP is, in fact, literally a game. I don't know if they'd go that hard. That feels like it might be a step too far. Might.
Granted, at the same time, this show has managed to say, we're just doing whatever.
Pretty much.
Not doing what you're thinking. Well,
yeah. Like, honestly, if they say that before the end of the show, I'm like, you know what? Sure. Because I honestly, it could be anything at this point. That could be the entire truth. It could be a lie, because fucking Geets, it feels like we keep getting the truth from him at times, but then it's like, nope, it was a lie. Because once more, Geets continues to just sell really hard, sell even us, the audience, on an idea, and then we come to find out, no, that's not true. And it's like, where is the real Geets under all of this? Where's the real person? Because I still don't know. I don't think we've still met the real Ace. I think we're still seeing different masks that he's wearing.
probably.
Also, I just see a picture on Twitter. I assume from a blog about the Laser Rays Riser. Yes, the ID cores, the pictures of them are on the backs of all of the sponsors' cards. So Jin's has Geets, Vapora's has Buffas, Kyun's has Nagos, Kotaro's has Tycoons. So that's a nice confirmation.
I mean, yeah.
I have no idea what that's going to end up meaning at the end of the day, outside of, hey, this is just who's connected to who's writer, but that's on the cards. Because I don't know if you can flip the cards and insert them in. Anyway, I got nothing else for Geets this week.
Same.
Shall we move on to Armada?
I guess we shall.
All right, then we're gonna kick things off with episode 33, Sacrifice. The episode sees that Megatron and Thrust come up with a plan to lure out the Autobots so they can attack the base. I'm going to point out in this episode, Smokescreen tells the Requiem Blaster Minicons that the Decepticons don't know where their base is. No, they do. They know exactly where your base is. Twice. They've been here twice. Smokescreen, don't you lie to them. Don't you lie to us. Why are you all surprised? They know where the base is. But essentially, they send out Starscream with the Star Saber to distract the Autobots, and then fuck off to the base to go steal the Requiem Blaster while Smokescreen guards them. And Red Alert is also here because Red Alert is on babysitting duty after the kids did some stupid bullshit a few weeks ago. I guess.
Okay, but what about beforehand? Because he's been babysitting duty for a while now.
I guess he's just in charge of the kids. In general. I don't know. But while Starscream is fighting Prime tries to win him over to the Autobot side because he's like, Megatron don't give a shit about you. You can come join our side. We care about you. We care about the Minicons. Come on. Join our side. Join our team. And when Starscream realizes, oh fuck, I've been abandoned, all of the Autobots fuck off to go defend the base, and Starscream's just left alone screaming. Because that's what he does for a majority of these 4 episodes, is just scream Megatron's names and demand to fight him. Because he has a one-track mind this week. But at the base, the Decepticons attack. Megatron manages to steal the Requiem Blaster Minicons and get them to forward the gun, even though they don't want to fight. Because... okay, we need to address something about the Minicons that has kind of confused me with this show. The Minicons have sentience, right?
Maybe.
Some of them have sentience, right?
Some of them, yes. Because, I mean, the ones, the 9 that form the weapons, it seems like when they're in weapon, that's all they are.
They just turn the brain off, become weapon.
Apparently.
But as long as they don't form the weapon, then they have sentience. So, these 3 are established to not want to fight. Why did they form the gun and give themselves to Megatron? Off screen. What happened? Did he do the mind control thing that supposedly the Decepticons do? Because sometimes they say that the Decepticons can mind control the Minicons and get them on their side. Except I don't think we've ever seen that.
No, never.
Okay. I know we saw the one time where Megatron poured some energy between his horns and shot it at a Minicon chip and tried to make it happen, and it didn't. Like, tried to summon it, and it didn't work. I thought that might have been the mind control thingy, but I guess not. So I have no idea. I feel like the Minicons having sentience makes this show entirely have massive holes. Because it's like, then why does any Minicon want to work with the Decepticons if the entire reason they fucked off from Cybertron was fighting with the Decepticons? Also, why do any of them continue to work for Megatron if they could literally just fuck off and leave? Because Leader 1 still wants to fight with Megatron all the time. So, like, I guess he's okay with the Decepticons? Because Megatron didn't do a mind control thing on Leader 1, right? Like, proper Leader 1, mind you, not whichever one got called Leader 1 this week. Because I'm sure somebody got called Leader 1 this week. That's not Leader 1. But yeah, I feel like I need to address that because the mini-con situation leaves me so confused. It's like, you are the MacGuffins of the series, and I don't understand how you operate in relation to these two factions, because it seems like you just kind of hop on with whoever just says your name sometimes, or even just says hi. You just imprint on them and just hook up with them and just do stuff, essentially. Anyway, in the episode, Megatron's got the Requiem Blaster. He ends up shooting Smokescreen in the gut. He murders him, and then the Decepticons fuck off. And then the Autobots are sad because Smokescreen is dead, and Optimus lets out a no, and then we end the episode there. Which takes us to episode 34, Regeneration. As we find out, Smokescreen is not dead. He's just mostly dead, as Red Alert tries to save him and salvage what remains of Smokescreen because his spark is still functional. So Smokescreen is, in fact, not dead. Thanks, show. I shouldn't be surprised that this death didn't even last an episode. But still. So Red Alert is doing that. The Decepticons have the Requiem Blaster, and they're all happy about it. Starscream is upset about being left in the jungle, tosses Thrust around, and then fucks off to go take a shower. The air defense team hop in the shower with him because Starscream likes them now. Yeah. Starscream likes the Star Saber team now and doesn't berate them because I don't know why. He just does because, surprise, it's time for a Starscream face turn. Kind of. We're working on it.
Not really, kind of.
Mm-hmm. But eventually, Starscream's like, fuck this shit, I'm out, and fucks off and leaves with the Star Saber team. Tidal Wave begins pursuit. The Autobots see this. Hotshot and Sideswipe go to intercept. Hotshot tries to fight Tidal Wave and fails because Hotshot forgot that it took, tipping him in the ocean to defeat him last time for a minute. And then it took, he technically didn't get beat the other time, did he? In his debut episodes, he didn't get beat, did he?
Don't think so.
I thought so. So Hotshot forgot all that. Meanwhile, Sideswipe is being sent after Starscream because it's his job now to job, because that's what he does. He's going to job out, clean the Starscream. Eventually, Jad Optimus shows up, stops Tidal Wave, he retreats, Starscream's brought to the base, he explains what happened, and the Autobots are like, alright, cool, you're on the team. Except Hotshot's very upset about that, so him and Starscream decide to go fight outside the base to go take care of their issues. I also want to note that Alexis tries to prevent Starscream for like the next 3 episodes because...
reasons.
Somebody has to. Essentially. I also want to point out that Starscream does have Swindle with him. Swindle does not appear in any of these 4 episodes outside of being plugged into Starscream in like one scene of one of these episodes because I spotted him plugged in to one of these scenes. So I don't know why Swindle's not involved in all this. Anyway, as Hotshot and Starscream are fighting, the new Autobot friend shows up, and it's not Smokescreen anymore, but Hoist in his new body. And he's like, hey, you don't have to take revenge for me anymore. I'm alive. We're okay. Hooray. And then Starscream's like, oh, by the way, I know how to get you to the moon. Just scan my data and you'll get the passcode to get in. So we're going to go right to the Decepticon base. Which takes us to episode 35, Rescue. Starscream shows up at the base and is like, hey, Demolisher, how you doing? I brought friends. And then all the Autobots show up. And thus, they fight for the rest of the episode. That's it. That's the rest of the episode. Because they find the Minicons building a spaceship for the Decepticons. And Perceptor tries to rescue them, but it fails. So Hotshot has to show up and rescue them. And they evac all the Minicons after Starscream tries to fight Megatron again and doesn't work. But they rescue all the Minicons from Decepticon control. And by the Minicons, I mean, I guess all of the not partner ones, I think. I think it's all the extra ones that they've had. They don't really specify, and I don't particularly care at this point. But they do that. They go back to the Autobot base. They celebrate. Starscream doesn't want to, but he eventually does. And that's the episode. Which takes us to episode 36, Mars. So, we've got a Minicon on Mars. Starscream, being a grumpy butt, doesn't want to go to Mars, even though only 2 people can go to Mars. Jetfire and him. So Jetfire's like, that's fine, I'll go by myself with the shield. And then Starscream's like, fine, I'll go, and takes the Starsaber. They go, they have bonding stuff. Jetfire cuffs Starscream to himself at one point to take him back to Earth. They end up finding the Minicon on a meteorite surrounding Mars and get it, but run into Megatron with the Requiem Blaster. But all 3 weapons shine. It causes an explosion. Jetfire's Starscream head back to Earth with the Minicon. And Megatron kind of floats around like, did it work? And Thrust is like, yes, it did work. Because as you find out, Sideways is still kicking as static goop. And he is trying to manipulate both the Autobots and the Decepticons into bringing the 3 weapons together to make a bigger weapon. And that's the episode. So, how'd you feel about our 4 episodes?
Meh.
Fair enough.
At least we did something.
Yeah, we were working towards making a bigger weapon with the 3 weapons.
Yeah.
Which, cool.
I said
what
we
does
did
it look?
Something. I didn't say we did.
Yeah. Which, cool. That sounds fun. Does it actually combine all 3 weapons, or would you put them all on a pedestal and they make a giant laser? Because I honestly don't remember.
Yes.
Because I assume they don't actually combine, considering 2/3 of them have to mass shift to some degree to make an actual good-looking object. For some reason, the Requiem Blaster doesn't actually change shape when they combine, unlike the other 2. Yeah, that is Armada for the week, folks. It is ever so exciting and joyful. And I thought we were at a certain point in the show because of plot points and stuff, but no, that's next week. Yay! I'm very much ready to move on from this show, but I'm like, we're so close to the end. I kind of feel like toughing it out till the end. How to...
At this point, might as well.
Yeah. So, next week is no Armada. Hooray! But between now and then, I'm doing Memory of Heroes speedruns on Thursday. And we're doing a thing on Friday of some kind. I assume you still haven't decided. Fair enough. Saturday, it's well, I'd say 4-game relay, but it's technically not 4 games. It's 3 games plus a DLC relay of all the Splatoon stuff. And then next Sunday is more Armada. So if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Chip away that feel go at Saloon on Twitter. Get the updates in my life. Next special point Discord and chat is this starting. Drop by, say hi. See you Thursday, folks.